All right, guys, I do have a hump day editorial for you, and I was going to give you this one yesterday. I need to stop saying, and I have another editorial for you later today because this was it. And I got busy at work, and then after work, I got tied up. I had to do some other things, and but this is it. It is about law enforcement, and I suppose it's about accountability and transparency. I want to get your opinions on this and see what all of you think about this matter. There's a couple things I'm going to bring up after I give you this story. Thank you to CNN for the story. The mayor of Louisville, Kentucky, appointed a new interim police chief Monday, naming Yvette Gentry, a black woman, to the role. Yvette Gentry will replace Robert Schroeder, who is retiring. Mayor Greg Fisher announced Monday. She previously was chief of community building in the city government, and before that, she was a police officer for more than 20 years. Mayor Fisher said, quote, Yvette brings the kind of unique experience and strong community relationships needed to lead Louisville Metro Police Department until a permanent chief is in place, and she is passionate about working to help her city reimagine public safety and address systemic racism. In a tearful address to reporters, Yvette Gentry said she is dedicated to working toward a better police department, but hopes community can work together to that goal. Yvette Gentry said, quote, I appreciate the opportunity. This was not easy for us, Greg Fisher, was it? This is going to signal some change. A new day is coming. Yvette Gentry will be the first black woman to serve as a police chief in Louisville, according to CNN affiliate WDRB. Gentry will hold the position of interim chief for no more than 6 months, said Chief of Public Safety Amy Hess. City officials think they will be able to find a replacement by the end of the year, Greg Fisher said. He also clarified that Yvette Gentry hasn't applied for the permanent role. Robert Schroeder, who held the interim position since June, is retiring to focus on his family and finish his doctorate. He followed former Chief Steve Conrad, who was fired after officials discovered 2 police officers involved in the fatal shooting of a man during a protest over George Floyd's death had not activated their body cameras. The protests in Louisville have centered on the death of Breonna Taylor, an emergency medical technician who was shot multiple times when 3 Louisville Metro Police Department officers entered her apartment by force in March to serve a search warrant in a drugs investigation, and they found no drugs. Imagine that. So there's actually a few things that came up that I want to bring out real quick here in this story, and maybe they mean something, maybe they don't.
It may mean something to you. It may not. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You'll let me know in the comment section below. But as we went through this, now, first of all, she's the first black woman to hold the position of chief in the Louisville Metro Police Department. Now, what I want to know from all of you is this another political maneuver? God bless Yvette Gentry. Hey, I'm glad she's there. I hope she does a great job. I hope that she really shows people, look, and shows her police officers, look, we need to let everybody know they're equal. I'm all for her, but is this like a political maneuver? Hey, they keep protesting over Breonna Taylor. Now they're protesting over this Minnesotan George Floyd. We need a black person in the police chief role. And who better than a black woman to show that, look, we feel bad for Breonna Taylor. We're putting a black woman as police chief. Is that what this is all about? Could that be what this is all about? Or are they simply choosing the best person for the role, which I love Yvette Gentry so far. I hope that she does a great job. But putting a black woman at the police chief at this time in this day and saying first black woman ever police chief, is that because of Breonna Taylor and now George Floyd's protest and what's going on across the nation? Or is it just that she happened to be the best candidate for the role and they put her there? I want to know. But also, she's interim police chief. And they said, well, she hasn't applied for the permanent role. Have they even offered her the permanent role? Or is this just the, paint over the hole in the wall? Hey, you know what? Look, see, police chief. We got a black woman as police chief. First black woman ever, see? Because in 6 months, I mean, are they going to offer her the permanent role or just say, well, she didn't apply. Hey, I guess she don't want it. She just wants to be interim police chief. Yeah, so you guys can say, look, first black woman. Okay, guys, stop protesting. That's what that's all about, right? Or am I just being a negative Nancy? Another thing I wanted to bring up is that, where was it here? Schroeder said he retired to focus on his family and finish his doctorate. While that may be true, I doubt that's why he retired. I think he retired because he said, fuck it, man, I'm done with this shit. With all the protesting going on. Or maybe they asked him to retire. They said, look, you need to retire or we're going to fire you. We got somebody we want to put in as interim police chief. This black woman over here. I don't know, man. I want to know what you guys think. I'm just trying to think politically here. But yeah, so Steve Conrad was fired after they discovered 2 police officers involved in a fatal shooting of a man had not activated their body cameras, 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 had not activated their body cameras. Are you guys hearing me? When you see the police, hit record. Everybody's got a freaking smartphone now with a camera on it. Start recording. Stop walking by and going, look at the cops, man. They're assaulting that dude. Why don't you record it? Well, they got body cameras on their chest. Had not activated their body cameras. Had not activated their body cameras. I'm saying it so many times because I want it to sink in. They don't activate them sometimes. They wear them. The motherfuckers ain't even on and they're violating somebody's rights. And then they go, oh, well, here's the police report. Yeah, that's a bunch of lies. That's a crock of shit what you just wrote up. Why am I pissed off? Because they had not activated their body cameras. They shot a man. He's dead. And nobody saw what happened from their chest. Who was anybody recording? I don't know. That's a good one. I may even done a editorial on that. I don't remember. I've done so many, but that's the thing is they saw the police running. They should have been recording. Hopefully somebody recorded it. Stop watching cops do things and nobody's recording it. Start hitting that little red button on your phone. But back to the interim police chief here, only interim for 6 months because, well, she didn't apply for the permanent role. Did they offer it to her? Is she the first black police chief, first black woman police chief because of all that's going on? And Breonna Taylor, is that why? I want to know what you got. I need coffee bad. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know by commenting. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast on this hump day.